You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take it.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. Listen, Earl Thomas got in trouble for violating a order of protection, I want to say, a couple of times in a year. And I think he got arrested. It's like a third-degree felony or something like that. With him and his, I don't know if it's his current wife, soon-to-be ex-wife. You know, they have a tumultuous relationship. But I say, I'm going to use that to say this. Some of you cats need to learn how to take a loss. And I know what people are going to say, you know, but women break these orders all the time and they don't go to jail. They don't catch a felony. Exactly. They don't. But, or they might do it 20, 30 times before something happens. But here's the thing. Some guys are hard-headed. And what I mean by hard-headed is they're so accustomed to doing whatever they want and getting away with it, they become like these ladies. And that people have an issue with. It wasn't like a year and a half, 2 years ago, the guy got caught cheating on his very same wife. She followed him, caught him in bed, I think, you know, with him and his family member. I don't know if his brother, cousin, something like that. I forget. Put a gun to his head. It was over then. But here's the problem even with that story. If you're that selfish and that stupid, and you wind up in these kind of situations, how come you didn't learn your lesson? Why do you have to be in these positions over and over and over again? How many times do you got to get beat upside the head by life to realize, hey man, you know what, I'm doing something wrong? And that's the issue. Like sometimes you got to learn how to take a loss. Because if I'm not mistaken, when Earl Thomas went to the Ravens, like they just let him go abruptly. And part of it was because of his behavior. And part of the behavior I'm talking about is this idea that, you know, I'm talented so I don't have to get right. I'm talented so I don't have to carry myself in a certain way. After a while, it gets old. Like after a while, you got to grow up. After a while, you got to be an adult. And if this is your lifestyle, it's reckless. Like you got to learn how to sit down sometimes. You know, now you don't. You know, and they're saying like he hopes something happens to the kids or threatening them and the kids. He's probably, you know, 9 times out of 10, he's either getting lied on because it helps, you know, with the order of protection, or he's mad because he's not seeing these kids and he's just saying all kinds of crazy stuff. It could be, you know, it could be both, you know, but it's going to be held against you because you don't know how to sit down and shut up. And I'm going to be honest with you. That's one of the hardest times to sit down and shut up as a parent. When you have to sit down and shut up and just take it on the chin, because if you don't, it's going to make a bad situation worse. And this is why you need to learn how to take a loss, because if you're so used to doing what you want to do and getting your way the way you see it, and you don't know how to sit down and take a loss, you're going to make a bad situation worse. And it's going to take you to be locked up or sued or wind up losing, you know, your time, your life, you know, a bunch of money for you to go, oh man, if I could have just sat down for like 3 months, I wouldn't have had this problem. And that's the truth, you know. Now, as far as the single part, hey man, if you wanted to be married and be in the streets and it didn't work out that way, you already knew that could happen. So, you know, you married, as soon as you can, you're going to dip off and get side chicks, and you get caught with the side chicks, and then it becomes toxic to your marriage and it winds up dissolving. You already knew that was part of the game. So, you know, maybe I got forgiven so many times before. Well, everybody has a breaking point. And just like he should have learned that with sports, you should have learned that in real life. Like a lot of you guys have been coddled with your bad behavior. Even if you're talented, you're rich, you're taking care of your family, you're providing, but at some point you got to rein in your own bad behavior. Like I got to stop doing that. I got to quit that. I really got, because sometimes the lifestyle is just the do what I feel like lifestyle, or do what I want lifestyle. It's not good for you. It's just not good for you. So when it catches up to you and you're not accustomed to so you're not accustomed to the word no. You're not accustomed to people saying, I don't need you around. You're not accustomed to people saying, hey man, you know what? I ain't got time for this. But you do. You can't bring your BS into other people's lives and expect them to take it all the time. And there are people who were way better than him who had to learn this lesson. So the lesson you need to learn about taking a loss sometimes is you need to look at all the people who you can consider better than you, who people got tired of, and realize they can get tired of you too. And you can make yourself look foolish out here. So if you don't know how to take a loss, you're gonna have a problem, because we all take losses in life. That's just part of what it is. But I'm done. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.